What's up, everybody? It's Mott's Cage Radio. I'm out here at Riverside Golf Course. I'm following KC, the underdog Olson, trying to get an interview. They got a 5-some going out here. I think they're about 3 over. I'm in no danger of wearing a 49ers hat because they're in no danger of winning. I'm going to bring you an interview exclusive with the underdog himself, all tonight on Cage Radio. 17th hole, Cinderella story. The underdog unloads on one. Big hitter, the llama. Long.
Hey, Gina says you're supposed
to... All right, what's up, everybody? It's Mott's Cage Radio out here at the golf course. Casey, the underdog Olson, is our guest. Casey, how's it going, man?
It's going good, man.
All right, fantastic. Now, why are we out at the golf course? What happened today?
My roommate is a head coach, head wrestling coach at Roosevelt High School.
Oh, okay.
So this is his fundraiser, golf tournament fundraiser for their team. So to raise some money and for their gear and all that stuff. So we promoted this tournament for him.
Okay, fantastic. Now you play a lot of golf or what?
I play as much as I possibly can when I'm not training. So
okay.
So yeah, I like to play as much as possible. So this is my first time being back in like 7 weeks because I was obviously training for that last fight. But yeah, I play a lot if I can.
Right on, right on. So you play a lot on the coast. I'm sure there's a lot of nice courses over there. Any of the other guys at the pit play golf?
Well, no, not anybody else. So Chuck's starting to play golf now, though.
Really?
Yeah, because last summer he did the celebrity. This last summer he did a celebrity golf tournament down in Tahoe. So he kind of hooked him. So we haven't gotten a chance to play together yet. So
okay, now
we're excited.
I hear from some of my friends over at MMA Jack that he's shooting like 110 to 130.
I never said he was good.
Okay.
No, at the celebrity golf tournament, he beat out Charles Barkley by one stroke.
Did he really?
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that's saying something, okay?
You know what I mean?
Because Charles has been playing for a while.
Charles has been playing for a long time. Chuck's never played. Never played.
Wow.
So, but he's a competitor, so he wants to get better. So
that's outstanding.
Yeah. So it's fun though.
All right, all right. Now let's talk about the Strike Force. You were obviously in town. What was it, last Friday?
Last Friday.
Okay, roll into town. I'm sitting there. They say fighting out of San Luis Obispo, Casey Olson. I'm like, oh no, they didn't.
No, man. I was so upset when I heard that.
You?
Man, well, because they asked me over and over again, where do you fight out of? I said the Pit in San Luis Obispo, but I'm from Fresno,
right?
By way of Fresno, California. Usually that's what they do, and so when they said, fighting out of San Luis, it's kind of frustrates me because it's my hometown. You know what I mean? So
right on.
So, but yeah.
Now they sent out a press release, and it said on there that you were fighting Justin Smitley, and I was like, I don't remember when that went down, and then I remembered that he got hurt like 3 weeks ago, had a big gash on his head. Was that your opponent at one time?
That's what I originally signed the contract for. That's what I originally signed the contract for. And then the week of the fight, I'm hearing that I'm not fighting him anymore.
Okay.
And that he had got hurt 3 weeks ago. And I said, well, if he got hurt 3 weeks ago, how come I haven't heard who my new opponent is? So I heard 3 days before my fight my opponent was going to be who it was, Chris Coley. So, which was totally backwards because he was a lefty and kickboxer. So it was just like,
right. So you don't know anything about your opponent prior to that?
Nothing.
And that's kind of wow. That's kind of, they could throw anything at you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come check your tickets for the raffle.
Okay, hold on.
Hang on, we're doing an interview.
My fault.
Yeah, that's the only thing that stunk is, I mean, obviously if he was a righty like anything else, just worried about if he was a kickboxer or jiu-jitsu guy. But the fact was he was a lefty, southpaw, so everything's backwards. And I've been training for 7 weeks. Right. With, not for a lefty. So all of a sudden my timing was just backwards and off, and it was frustrating for the first couple days. So
is that something like if you're going to fight a lefty, you're going to bring guys in to train with?
Yeah, when I fought Tito Jones, I brought in Darren Crisp and John Michael Reedy, to train with me, just because it's such a different element of getting that lefty's timing down. So.
All right, fantastic. Now, how many times did you fight this year? Twice?
I only fought twice.
Okay.
Yeah, I took some time off this year. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, what is our schedule going to be like next year?
You know, I don't know. We're gonna wait and see. I just wanted to get through this one. This one was a really big one.
Right.
For being a long year, I took some time off after the last one, and just getting that win was just a release of a lot of just weight on my shoulders. I felt like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's been it's coming up to a year since my dad passed, so it was just a long year. You know, so I didn't care about what was next. I didn't care about anything. It was just getting through this one, you know, and getting that first win, you know, without him around, and getting through that training program, you know, that training regimen without him around, and the usual things that I used to have. So now we're gonna sit back. I'm kind of taking a couple weeks off. I'll be in Vegas next week for Antonio Banuelos' fight.
Okay.
For the WC, November 18th.
Okay.
And then Thanksgiving, and then I'll meet with my manager and see what's going on next year. You know, so probably January, February, I'm hoping. So.
Okay. Now, are you signed with Strikeforce for X amount of fights?
No, I only did a one-fight deal for that one.
Okay.
Because I wasn't sure what I was going to do after that. You know?
Okay.
So, so they are going to come back. So, and I have kind of an open invitation with Strikeforce, which is great. So, if I tell them I want to fight again, then, you know, I think they're going to let me. So, it just kind of depends on what happens there. So.
All right. Anybody out there in particular you'd like to lock up with?
You know, that doesn't bother me. I don't care who I fight, really. I never really think of I want to fight that guy or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. I think really the one guy that I kind of want to fight, which is in Strikeforce, is Bao Kwok. Okay. He fought Tito Jones in May and beat Tito on a controversial split decision. But I think after getting this first fight back and get back into the training program again, and I think he's a good next fight. You know, he's a very well-rounded fighter. He's been around for a long time, and he was the first win for Strikeforce at 145. So.
All right. Well, Casey, I always appreciate you taking time with me. Anybody you'd like to shout out before I let you go, my man?
Definitely, the Pit Fight team. All my friends in Fresno. I'm from Fresno, so everybody in Fresno, I really appreciate all your love and support this past year. This past year was a long year, and I really appreciate everybody just being behind me and pushing me through it. And everybody at Team Underdog, and that's everybody who helps me out. So appreciate everything. So.
All right, there you have it. Casey, the Underdog Olson. Cage Radio will bring you any breaking news as it develops. Thanks again, Casey.
Thank you.